Android 16, the undisputed top tier asshole of Dragon Ball FighterZ. What's up guys, Blitz here today bringing another video. We're gonna try something new where I break down the strengths of a character, showcase combos, and at the end I will show you guys how these moves work in recorded online matches. In fighting games, whenever there's a character you can't seem to beat and everyone's constantly using them, it really helps and goes a long way learning how to play as them. So in this video we're gonna take a look into the moveset, playstyle, and setups of Android 16. Android 16 being one of the biggest characters in this game has some long-reaching normals which are great for poking. Crouching medium is an amazing sweep that slides a bit forward, giving it amazing reach. Crouching light is a low attack which is absurd seeing as how much reach Android 16 already has. A very amazing normal to use in poke situations to net you a full combo or get you out of trouble. I'm serious, look at this range, it's amazing. Android 16's quarter circle forward and back specials are great to use in block string, especially its quarter circle back special. Quarter circle forward has a bit more range, but to me quarter circle back is better because it actually is plus on block, which we're going to get into later on in this video. His special attack button, which is his rocket punch, is a single shot or double if you press it twice. It's a pretty good projectile, which if you combo it on hit with a vanish attack, you can get a full combo or end it with a medium auto combo, which leaves your opponent into a true hard knockdown state. This is the main goal and offense to this character. Because of that hard knockdown, Android 16 can now set up resets and mix you up to hell. Android 16 is a grappler character. He has many different grabs for different situations. His light grabs are the ones that I utilize for my combos, and there are other high damaging ones you can execute by using his medium grabs. I choose not to use those because for me, I find them inconsistent with my playstyle and the assists that I like to use. I also drop them a lot online, and it's not fun. Each of his grabs can be used in the air or on the ground. I don't really use his heavy grabs because they cost 1 bar and I feel like the damage trade-off for the meter is just not worth it. I'd rather save that meter for resets and constantly just loop my opponents with the vanish to medium auto combo loop. 16's quarter circle forward light grab creates a hard knockdown state which your opponent cannot tech out of, and he has to stand up right after it. Quarter circle forward medium grab dashes forward and grabs your opponent, and not only that, it tosses them at the wall, creating a wall bounce. In addition to dashing forward, quarter circle forward medium grab also goes through projectiles, which is a great move to toss out if your opponent is trying to play keep away. You can actually combo both of the medium grabs together meterless, and if you throw in an assist after that, you can maximize the damage and build a great amount of meter as well as corner carry. Android 16's level 1 super is really nothing special to be honest, but he has 2 different level 3s. His first level 3 is a grab which is unblockable just like Trunks and Beerus's. It has a special property to it that I will mention later on in this video that is so awesome for this character. The other level 3 that Android 16 has is an insta-kill. It has an insane amount of startup, as you can see this thing coming from a mile away. The range and super armor on this special is perfect for dealing with these non-stop offensive players, but you can only use this super once per match. To bring 16's health down to 1, you can Sparking Blast to restore all your health, or you can tag back out to build back up his blue health. Auto combos in Dragon Ball FighterZ has a special mechanic that keeps you on your target, but with 16 you're going to want to be a little bit below the enemy that you're comboing. This way the enemies don't fall out of your combo when you're trying to jump for the second part in the air. One of the most important things you need to understand about Android 16 is that you cannot use the same grab twice in one combo. So right here we're going to try to use quarter circle back light grab 2 times in one combo, and right there you can see it whiffs. And like I said, that goes for all grabs that 16 has. Like right here we're going to go for the quarter circle forward light grab, but it still does not connect twice. You're going to want to get used to mixing up the grabs mid combo and knowing when to use certain grabs. Most combos with 16, if you utilize both of your assists, can net you almost 55% damage easy. This right here is a fairly basic combo I recommend you learn for Android 16. The first assist can be any assist, it doesn't have to be Gohan, as long as it launches enemies back up so you can follow with a super dash. But I highly recommend using either a beam assist or a Vegeta assist with Android 16 in the second slot so that you can combo a Dragon Rush in the corner and then use the hard knockdown grab, quarter circle forward L to create resets and mix-ups, which are insane. And look at that, that's almost 60% damage with no meter. One important thing to note is that you need to learn the timing of your assist that you choose because every assist is different. Gohan's is almost instant, and with Goku Black I usually wait until 16 is already falling with the enemy during his second power bomb animation. 16's light auto combo has a grab as a third hit. The auto combo itself does pretty decent damage, but if your opponent is blocking, the grab is going to whiff. So right here I'm going to set the dummy to block, and as you can see, the grab whiffs. That's super punishable, especially if your enemy is expecting it. However, if you buffer or delay the third hit, the grab will land regardless if your opponent is blocking. This is insane. This makes 16 even more of a nightmare for opponents to deal with your block strings. This is definitely something you don't want to practice the timing for, and it's really not that hard to learn. Just go into practice, set the dummy to block, tap light 2 times, wait less than a second, and press it the 3rd time. This is a must-know tech for this character. Android 16's medium auto combo is ridiculous because it ends in a hard knockdown, which we can then use for mix-ups. I'm going to explain real quick why hard knockdowns are amazing. So normally in this game, whenever you get knocked down, you can tech roll whichever direction you choose to, and this is meant to throw your opponent's pressure follow-ups off. You can tech roll sliding knockdowns as well, but with a hard knockdown, you're forced to wake up and block. You can't jump. Jumping takes a couple of frames to initiate the animation, and if your opponent times an attack on your wake up while you're trying to jump, you're gonna get hit and full combo punished. In Dragon Ball FighterZ, when you have your opponent in the corner, you can't just jump over them to do any cross-ups. Or so you think. A lot of players still don't know that this exists, but with Android 16, if you land a hard knockdown grab in the corner, it brings them out far enough to where you can jump over and cross them up. Insane. So not only does 16 excel mid-screen, but he's an absolute corner monster, especially if you utilize all of his tools correctly. So right here is a mix of things that I like to implement in each match that I play with Android 16. It's not unblockable, but it's really frustrating for enemy players to deal with, trust me. This reset builds an insane amount of meter, so you can keep this going for a while. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a momentum heavy game. If you land the first hit with 16 from the beginning of the match, it can go a very, very long way. Also keep in mind, this is starting from 0 bars of meter. At the end of this reset, we should be able to kill Frieza essentially with the use of only 2 bars within 15 seconds. That was absolutely nuts. Practice your mix-ups with 16 and you can take enemies out in the same exact way, trust me. Another thing some people don't know is that Android 16's level 3 in the corner pulls enemies out so you can cross them up and switch sides. This is what I was talking about earlier when I had something crazy to show you with his level 3. There are many ways you can start off the match with Android 16. His heavy attack has super armor and goes through a lot of attacks in this game. If opponents jump in the beginning, you can use quarter circle back medium to catch them with an air grab to dunk assist combo. End this with your hard knockdown in the corner and the momentum is all on your side. It's all up to you right there. If opponents want to backdash in the beginning, your quarter circle forward medium grab will literally toss their salad. Then you can combo with your quarter circle back medium grab, throw in an assist, and bam, you got them in the corner right in the beginning of the match. The hard knockdown corner grab won't work here due to 2 ground grabs being already used to start off the combo. The final thing I want to talk about are block strings. In Android 16's block strings, the best move to use is quarter circle back special. This move is plus on block. Plus on block basically means that if your opponent blocks this attack, you get to throw out the first attack. I'll demonstrate this in practice for you by setting the dummy to do a block string and end it with quarter circle back special. Right after that, they will jump. We are both going to try to jump. Whoever jumps first has advantage. As I slow the clip down, you can see even more clearly now the dummy has the advantage and can attack first. Quarter circle forward special for Android 16 is actually neutral on block, meaning both players have an equal opportunity after the special attack to throw out the first attack. During the slowdown, you can see this even more, that the jumps are very, very equal. Right here is a block string that I like to use in the corner with Android 16. It's very plus on block, utilizes assist pressure, mixes in an overhead, and if all of that did not do anything and they're still blocking, we can use our buffered light auto combo to get a free combo. Another good move to use in your block strings are Android 16's medium grabs. The light grabs can be used too, but they come out too fast and you're going to have to buffer the grab for it to connect. However, due to the long startup for the medium grab, you can catch your opponent off guard and get yourself a nice combo going off. However, remember, because you already used 2 ground grabs, you cannot go into the hard knockdown light grab in the corner. Now, I don't always recommend this, but you can actually whiff your quarter circle back light grab to cross your opponent up and land an overhead attack on the other side. But be careful because this can be punished very, very heavily with a down heavy. If you go for this, I recommend calling in an assist beforehand because you can mix your opponent up since it'll be on the other side. And right now, that's about all I can think of to cover with Android 16. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay of me utilizing all of which I just taught you in real matches. This first match is one of my best Android 16 momentum-based matches that you'll see. Every now and then I'll chime in to point out some key things that I notice in the match. Right here is where I notice my opponent likes to jump after hard knockdown, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that. He also likes to keep hitting buttons mid-screen, so I'm going to use heavy attack a lot, which has super armor. And there's the jump read. At this point in the game, he's pretty desperate and he tries to hit a button, which you should never do after an Android 16 hard knockdown. You also will get a lot of hate mail playing as Android 16, I'll tell you that much. This clip right here is actually a fail win for me. I actually did the wrong super, but it worked out because of my opponent's bad habits of jumping backwards. I most definitely would have uninstalled the game for the whole entire week if that happened to me. My opponent right here is very offensive and he keeps hitting buttons, so I figure I can get him into an insta-kill since he always rushes me down. If you snap combo somebody back into play and you guys are close to the corner, you can get your quarter circle back medium grab off since they can't move backwards. Honestly, very extremely salty that that did not land. No, it's pretty ridiculous for this character to say I have no other options when they have the most options in the damn game. And that's how you play Android 16. This character is an amazing amount of fun to play as. I chose him as the first character for my guide because of how popular he is on a positive and negative scale. I also have plans to follow each of these character guides with videos on how to deal with that very same character, so don't worry about that. I know that he's a problem online and it's very frustrating to deal with, but I highly recommend picking him up and figuring him out. It really will go a long way in your future matchups. Honestly, it helped me out a lot as well. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this. This was my very first character guide. I know it might have felt a little bit all over the place because of the way that I recorded this, but I promise in the future, these will get better. I'll be sure to implement a different type of style going forward. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment also on which character I should cover next. I really would love to hear you guys' feedback. We're going to try to be more consistent and upload videos more often on a weekly basis, so stay tuned for more Dragon Ball FighterZ videos. My name is Blitz and thanks for watching.